Now, for us to be able to alleviate poverty, we need government on a larger scale to produce what we need. Then Zozo says something about seasonal farming, which I can concur with her. Now, in England, where I am, we still have corn. Like I can go into the shop and buy maize and boil. But I can tell you that I know that in Nigeria right now, you can't buy corn on the streets. These are one of the issues we Nigerians, or if we want to be agriculturists, we need to begin to look at. How do these people, even though it is not the corn season, they still have corn in shops? We have to begin to look at agriculture beyond seasons and looking for mechanisms on how to improve farming in Nigeria. Okay, we know that corn is seasonal, but we don't want it seasonal again in Nigeria, so that Nigerians can go into shops and buy corn on a daily basis. Do you think there are mechanisms to be put in place to improve agriculture so that it moves from seasonal to something that is daily and monthly? Fina, this question is for you, please.
Yeah, yeah. Can you hear me?
I can hear you,
Yes, we can
Fina.
hear you.
So, as I said earlier, I think as we're paying attention to agriculture, we also need to study it a lot. I feel we can actually start producing some agricultural produce that in seasons that are not their season, hereby studying the type of crops very well, studying the soil, the weather, and knowing the type of components of the type of composition that needs to be carried out on that soil for you to be able to grow a particular crop in a season that is not its season. For example, you see, they said apple don't just grow anywhere, but yet there are some places that cannot grow apple that now grow apple. That is because the soil, they are now able to join different soils or manures, chemicals, I don't know what they use, to form a component that can grow that particular crop in a particular season that is not its season. Well, I feel all we need is study more mechanisms to this one now is not an issue of us trying to like stretch forth to learn from the from professionals like maybe white people. This is our own. It is African. We need to like go deep to know what can be done. If we study more about it, put in practice, we will be able to come up with a component, we'll be able to come up with a particular type of soil that can grow any crop in a season that is not its season. That's what I feel about it.
Thank you, Fina. Thank you, Fina. I
Yeah.
must once again say that this is very education. I don't know what the word to use, but this is the
Educative.
right space. Educative. God bless you, my sister. This is the right space for me. I feel like this is one of the best. So I hope we are recording this space because it needs to go out there that we're talking about ways to alleviate poverty in Nigeria because it is part of the SDG goals.
Can I say something? I wanted to add to what
Okay, thank you so much. Please, who is speaking? If
it's
your hands
Princess.
are not up, you can't talk. Who is speaking?
It's Princess.
Please, can
Princess.
somebody else
Okay.
speak, please?
Hello.
Frank hand is up, please. Frank needs to speak. Raji hand is up. Let somebody else speak, please.
Can I speak?
Yes, Frank, go ahead.
Okay, hope you guys will be able to hear me because my network might be bad. Not sure. All right. So I just wanted to go back to a point. Somebody made a point about the Nigerian bank and farmers being given loans, but still unable to utilize them the correct way. So I just wanted to mention. Oh, I didn't even greet you guys. So good afternoon, everyone.
Good
Good
Can I
afternoon.
afternoon.
Yes, so I just wanted to share that I strongly believe that in order for us to even begin speaking about poverty alleviation, we need to understand what poverty actually is. Because I believe that people tend to look at poverty through only one lens, where we think that poverty is just based on a person's ability to generate income or to have a steady source of income. But poverty is rooted on various other factors such as lack of education, lack of a good quality of work, lack of access to water, electricity, and so many other factors. So you having income, you having money does not necessarily mean that you're not poor. So I explain where I'm going with that. Because for example, you can have somebody that has a good paying job, somebody that has access to water, electricity, and all these other things. But if you lack knowledge and if you lack the right education, then in books at least, I'll still consider you poor. Because what happens when we take away your access to those things? You are left with nothing. You're still a nobody. Because at the end of the day, without another person's innovations and without another person's inventions, without another person's knowledge, we have absolutely nothing. So that's why I feel as Africans we need to move away from Western dependency. We need to begin to think for ourselves, to begin to work on innovations. Because if you look at the world we live in today, if you look carefully, you realize that the most successful nations, even the most successful people, are people who thrive in innovation, because innovation allows us to come up with unique ideas, unique, unique, unique product. And this is important because you see, for example, a unique product is it's a rare product because it's found nowhere, and high value, and therefore we need wealth. And wealth is what we need, because if you look at all these other initiatives such as agriculture and all these things, these are more like just drivers. They are more like the engine that we are using to solve the problem. What we really need is wealth. So we need to work on, we need to work on our ability to come up with novel ideas. So it's not all about having, it's about having the correct mindset. It's about having the correct knowledge, because like today, the Western world, they're a bit more advanced in terms of knowledge, access to knowledge, compared to us as Africans, Nigerians. So that's what we need to work on. Look, what is this? Yeah, if you consider the music industry, for example, look at Afrobeats, look at Amapiano. Why are these the biggest key players in the music industry today in Africa and even internationally? Because they are unique to Africa, so they are sellable. If you put something that is unique on the world stage, people are going to indulge it because there's nothing like it out there. You
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah.
If as Africans we threw away our